Good morning, I am Chef Joshua Rosenbaum, and I will be presenting this lecture on culinary emulsions. We will be focusing primarily on emulsions used as sauce. An emulsion is a mixture of two or more liquids that are normally immiscible. That is, they cannot be mixed or blended together easily. A wonderful example of this is water and oil. When placed together, they tend to separate, and only with extreme agitation can they be combined. There are many examples of emulsions in culinary arts. Some are examples that you may be familiar with. Mayonnaise is an emulsion made from egg and oil. Vinaigrettes are made from an acidic liquid, usually vinegar, and an oil. Hollandaise sauce is a warm emulsion made from egg yolk and butter. There are some culinary items that we do not always think of as emulsions. One example is chocolate. Milk chocolate is an emulsion of milk and cocoa butter. Another example of an emulsion, but really more of a colloid, is 543 force meat, like the type found in frankfurters, mortadella, and Leberkäse. This is a homogeneous mixture of finely ground meat, fat, and ice-cold water. In general, we categorize culinary emulsions into two categories, temporary and permanent. Temporary emulsions, such as a classic vinaigrette, are short-lived, coming together for only a brief time. Permanent emulsions, like mayonnaise, tend to come together and stay together if unmolested by temperature and chemical agitation. We will first cover temporary emulsions. A classic vinaigrette is the best example of this. The two basic ingredients in vinaigrette are vinegar and oil. However, vinegar can sometimes be substituted with other acidic liquids, such as citrus juice. The process of making a vinaigrette is rather simple. The vinegar, or acidic liquid, is placed in a bowl. The oil is slowly drizzled into the vinegar while vigorously whisking. The classic ratio for vinaigrette is 3:1, oil to vinegar. However, this can give a heavy mouthfeel. Many contemporary vinaigrettes have a ratio closer to 2:1, giving highlight to the acidity and making for a lighter mouthfeel. As a vinaigrette is a temporary emulsion, it is not long-lasting. There are ingredients that can be added to the traditional oil and vinegar to increase the amount of stability. The most common is mustard. Dry mustard powder acts as an emulsifier, electrically bonding with both the water in the vinegar and the oil. This will increase the length of time that the vinaigrette holds a homogeneous appearance. We will discuss two types of permanent emulsions, mayonnaise, which is cool, and hollandaise, which is warm. Both take advantage of the use of eggs. Eggs contain the chemical compound lecithin. Lecithin chemically attracts to both water and fatty substances. This allows for an excellent chemical bond. Mayonnaise is a permanent emulsion made from egg yolk, oil, and an acid. It originated in Mahon on the island of Minorca, Spain. It was popularized in French cuisine. The ingredients in a mayonnaise are egg yolk, vinegar or lemon juice, and oil. In French cuisine, mustard is added for flavor and to aid in emulsification. To produce a mayonnaise, add egg yolk, mustard, and acid to a non-reactive bowl. It is best to add the vinegar or lemon juice to the yolk itself rather than finish with the acid, as some recipes demand. This allows the yolk to absorb more oil into the emulsion. Slowly add the oil while vigorously whisking the ingredients. The mayonnaise is finished when the consistency is creamy. It can be used immediately or stored in an airtight container below 39 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 degrees Celsius. Mayonnaise can be used as a condiment or spread, and like many Western sauces, has a number of derivatives based upon adding adjunct ingredients. Often confused with one another, mayonnaise and aioli have some similarities as well as some subtle difference. Mayonnaise is traditionally made with a bowl and whisk, while its emulsive cousin aioli is made by grinding garlic to a paste in a mortar and pestle. Once a paste is formed, the olive oil is added slowly to form an emulsion. Classic aioli is made with just garlic and oil. Modern aiolis add the additional egg yolk, giving it the similarity to mayonnaise. Hollandaise is a warm emulsion made from egg yolk and butter. Traditionally, the egg yolks are whisked over low heat until they get to the ribbon stage. This is signified by being able to see the bottom of the bowl while whisking. The bowl is then removed from the heat, and melted warm butter is slowly added until the mixture is smooth and creamy. For best result, the butter should be clarified as much as possible, removing all water and solids. This yields the best possible liquid for emulsion. Hollandaise must be held at a warm temperature, 145 degrees Fahrenheit or 63 degrees Celsius, and has a very short shelf life due to that temperature. Hollandaise is considered to be a mother or leading sauce. Béarnaise is perhaps the most common, made from a reduction of vinegar containing tarragon stems and then finished with tarragon leaves. Béarnaise is often served with roasted fish and meats. Béarnaise has a derivative of its own called charron, which calls for the addition of tomato paste. Sauce Maltaise uses blood orange, zest, and juice to add flavor and color. If the fat is added too quickly to a permanent emulsion, it is possible that the mixture will break, as shown in the photo. The two liquids will visibly separate. This is obviously not a desirable texture or appearance. If this occurs in either a mayonnaise or hollandaise, the fix is simple. Begin with a single egg yolk and begin whisking as previously advised in the recipe. That means for mayonnaise in a cold bowl and for hollandaise in a warm bowl over a double boiler. Slowly drizzle the broken mixture into the new egg yolk, bringing the texture back to correct creaminess. In class today, you will see 3 different demonstrations. You'll see a demonstration of a vinaigrette, a mayonnaise, and a hollandaise. After the demonstrations are complete, go to your stations. You will follow the recipe for a basic vinaigrette, present the final product for tasting, and we will reserve for salad with dinner. Then the mayonnaise, we will follow the recipe, present the final product for tasting, and we will label and store for future use. The hollandaise, we will follow the recipe, reserve in water bath, and we will use that to have with poached eggs and steamed asparagus for our meal today. If you have any questions, please send me an email prior to class. That way I am prepared for a response in the classroom. Thank you and have a good day.